Hi friends, welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday. So it's been a couple weeks since I did a Wellness Wednesday update. So you may have noticed that I skipped a Wellness Wednesday. In fact, I don't think I have put any content out for the last 2 weeks. And there were a couple reasons why I did that. Initially, it was just because Evie had oral surgery, and I posted in our community tab about that. That went well. She did have some pain and swelling and kind of minor stuff happen afterwards. So that kind of took a little bit more time to heal, but she's doing wonderful now. She has zero pain in her mouth or anything, and her headaches that she was having are completely gone. So we're very, very thankful for that. We also had Caleb's birthday. He just turned 9. He's my youngest son. All of our kids' birthdays are in summer. They're June, July, August. So I decided to not try and cram in videos for that too. But the biggest reason was because we had our first week of homeschool last week, and that needed 100% of my focused, undivided attention. And I'm really glad I gave it that and didn't try and film a day in the life or a we started school video or anything like that. I think those are great videos and they're very helpful and encouraging. But I really needed to give our homeschool and our kids 100% of me and not try and stretch anything out for YouTube. I know you guys all understand that, and I appreciate the messages and things, seeing how I'm doing and checking in. We are all doing great over here. Sorry to leave you hanging. So now it is time to get back into it. Let's start with eating. Eating over the last 2 weeks, I haven't been super strict on any kind of eating plan. I'm eating pretty much what everybody else in my family is eating. I'm just making minor adjustments. But I haven't really needed to make any major adjustments because it's the beginning of harvest season. So things like our squash and what are some other things? Tomatoes are just starting to blush and turn. I've harvested some. Our peppers are going crazy. We've got a lot of okra. We've had a ton of lettuce. We had onions. We've had garlic. We've had lots of things come in already. And I'm just up to my eyeballs in vegetables. So there's vegetables everywhere and tons to eat. So we've had a lot of healthy choices, and I've been incorporating all of that into these meals because this time of year is my best chance of getting my children to eat all of the vegetables. But when I do make things like tacos or pasta, for tacos, we just had tacos last night actually. So for tacos, we do rice and salsa. Sometimes we do tomatoes, we'll do onion chives or diced onions. What else? Cheese, rice. Did I say rice? And then the meat and tortillas. And I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Oh, sour cream, things like that. We do as many things as possible. Lettuce when we've got it in season. So what I do is I don't eat the tortilla. I just pretty much make myself a taco salad. I do put rice in there because I love rice. I love rice and I'm not giving up rice. So I do eat that, but I try not to eat a ridiculous amount of it, which can be a challenge, but I still do it. For things like pasta, now, admittedly, we don't eat much pasta, but when, like, Caleb's favorite food is spaghetti, so we did have spaghetti on his birthday. When we had that, I add a bunch of vegetables and things into the sauce because he is a non-vegetable eater, so I have to get tricky with it. So we get a lot of vegetables in there, which fills you up more, so I eat less of it. But then I also give myself a nice heaping side of other vegetables. So I'm not eating all of the pasta. So that's what I do. That works great for saving time for me because I do not have time to make all of these extra meals and these different versions of things. So I just alter it, and that's what works for our family. It works really well for our family. I feel like I've found a nice kind of groove that I'm in for making things that they enjoy and that I can slightly alter and everybody's happy. With the exception of the birthday cake, I've done pretty good on curbing my sugar intake. I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge sweets person. I don't eat tons of sugar, but when you really stop and look at how much sugar you're ingesting through other things, not just white refined sugar or all of the treats and things, you'd be surprised how much sugar you actually take in. So through like bread and potatoes and just those white starches, there's a lot how your body breaks it down, that's sugar. So I've been kind of curbing that too. I will have an occasional piece of bread, but I don't have white bread anymore. I'll have like sprouted grain wheat toast, and I really only do one slice of it for breakfast occasionally. It's not a daily thing. If we do bagels, again, I will have a sprouted wheat bagel, or Costco had like these everything bagels. That's my indulgence. I believe it's a white bagel. but I don't eat them often. But I really try to curb that back. But again, the birthday cake. There was cake twice within 4 days in my house. So I had cake. Let's talk about exercise. Nope. Not once. Not one day did I exercise since my last Wellness Wednesday video. Not once. But let me explain this situation here. On a homestead, there is constant work. There is lots of digging and setting posts and pushing and pulling and weeding, and I've talked about what a workout gardening can be. There's hauling 5-gallon buckets of water in our situation because we do not have water on our farm. So we have to haul it there. We are hauling water by the 5-gallon bucket out there for our chickens and for gardening, for setting our orchard, for all of those things that we need it for. And hence the name Serenity Hill, our homestead is on a hill. So there's workouts, plus hiking, plus we're felling trees and dragging those trees out. I mean, they're probably not any bigger than like 15 feet right now, and they're only probably at biggest like that big around. But they're still felling trees and hauling them out of the forest. So there's a lot of manual labor involved in homesteading, and it does not end, and it is a daily thing. There are things that need to be done. Like every 3 days, we are moving the chicken tractor, which is not an easy tractor to move, but it is nice and solid and definitely is the right thing to serve our purpose for out there, but that is a whole other subject. But it is heavy and it's very involved, and we have to move cinder blocks around it. Plus, we are moving that fence, which if you've ever moved an electric fence line, you know it is time consuming, and those things are heavier than you think they are when you've got the whole thing curled up in your arms. So there's work involved. It's all good work. We love it all. I would not trade it for anything, but it is work and it is a workout. So doing all of that, I'm finding myself really not having the energy or the time or the motivation to get an extra workout in. And I believe it was the last Wellness Wednesday that I did that I mentioned I'm not going to sacrifice my sleep, because that is just as important, if not more important, than getting some kind of exercise into. You have to have your rest, or your body will not process everything you're trying to do, will not be on the same page as you. Sleep is extremely important. So I would rather get that extra hour of sleep than get up early before everybody, before everything is about to happen, everything we have to get done in the day, just to get a workout in. I don't want to do that. However, when the seasons change, then it's a little different. When we're not moving fence lines and we're not felling any more trees and we're not gardening and it's winter and things are quiet and much slower, and really the only maintenance that we have in our particular situation is just managing our animals, then I will need to work out. I will have to get myself into a new routine. But until that time comes, until winter hits us, I am totally fine with not getting an extra workout in. Because since my last Wellness Wednesday update, I have lost 6 pounds. 6 pounds. I am very pleased with that. So obviously with that kind of weight loss, that is 3 pounds per week. What I'm currently doing is totally working. So I'm just going to be doing a whole lot of that. A whole lot of what I'm doing. We're just going to continue on. In previous years, virtually every year since we started gardening and really heavily homesteading, like really into it, like it's our lifestyle, I have lost 15 to 20 pounds per season. It's super easy to do. You're always working physically, always doing something, and you're eating the fruits of your labor. So you got a better diet, you're resting better, and you're getting more physical work. So I have no doubt that I will have any problems losing 15 to 20 pounds this season. The trick though will be continuing that weight loss after the harvest and not packing it all back on. That's the hard part. So we'll have to make new routines and new plans for that. So that is this week's Wellness Wednesday update. If you guys are not subscribed and want to follow along with this Wellness Wednesday journey, or wellness journey, health journey, whatever you want to call it, even if you don't want to share your own journey, if you just want to follow along and be encouraged by other people, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get updated whenever a Wellness Wednesday video comes out. If you're new to our channel and finding us just for Wellness Wednesdays, I also want to invite you to hit that subscribe button. We do talk a lot about homeschooling and homesteading here as well, so you can stay up to date on all of those videos. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.